Hello folks and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and my Let's Try of Metro Last Light, the sequel to Metro 2033. Now before we jump in, let's address this issue. Everybody else is talking about it. I'm going to talk about it too because I think it's important. So if you're going to start a new game, you have two modes that you can pick from, original mode and ranger mode. But wait, ranger mode is disabled. Ranger mode, if you've played Metro 2033, you're familiar with this. Basically, it's a harder overall mode. It removes your HUD. Ammo is a lot harder to find. Combat is more brutal, etc. It's the way it's meant to be played, if you will. However, when I select Ranger mode, it says, you do not have Ranger mode installed. You need to visit Steam Marketplace and download the Ranger mode DLC. Yes, a difficulty mode, a mode which is advertised as the truly immersive mode, the mode that is meant to be played in, is locked behind DLC. You can also get it if you pre-order. So this is bullshit. Locking a difficulty mode behind DLC is absolute nonsense. And while this phrase is grossly overused, I'm going to use it anyway because I think it applies here. It is a slap to the face of customers to put difficulty modes behind paid DLC. This is asinine. And I'm not going to harp on this, but I just want to say how incredibly bullshit this is. And in their defense, Deep Silver, who's the publisher's defense, who I believe took this over after THQ sank. My understanding, which I have not verified yet, is that they did this because THQ made some idiotic agreement with retailers that they would have this as a pre-order bonus, and legally they could not change this once they took over. Again, I haven't researched that in depth. I just heard that one or two places, so take that with a grain of salt. It's still utter bullshit. Don't do this. So let's go ahead and continue. I am going to be talking over most of the dialogue because there's a lot of talking in various parts of the game. Not to let that put you off. Don't think this is just going to be more talking and less action. But especially in these early parts, there's been a lot of talking. Also, if you notice any frame rate stutters, I've been having some issues with Bandicam, recording this game in particular. When I'm not recording, it runs fine. I have a GTX 680 and I've been running it on the highest settings, and it does dip sometimes down below, you know, in the mid 20s. Most of the time though, it's 30 up. But again, keep in mind that is at the absolute highest settings. I don't think, as long as you have a relatively recent machine, I don't think you should have a problem running this on medium. And even on medium, which is what I'm running at right now just for recording purposes, again because of Bandicam, it looks really, really good. The character models are really well done. The shadows, the textures look really good. Everything just looks phenomenal. And I know YouTube doesn't do a very good job of putting that across, because no matter how high of resolution I run everything, it's going to look like terrible on YouTube. So one reason I stopped here, because I wanted to show you how upgrades and purchases work. If you're not familiar with the Metro universe, you don't use regular money. Money is in the form of military grade ammunition, which you can see at the top right here. I have 214 military grade bullets. This is a post-apocalyptic world. The pretty stereotypical, everybody set off nukes. The entire upper world is unlivable. Everybody lives underground in the metro. We are in Russia. I think we're kind of close to Moscow. I'm not sure exactly where we are geographically, but needless to say, we're in Russia underground because, again, the top side is too radiated and too toxic for humans to live in yet, even though it's been 10-20 years, I believe, since the catastrophe. I think it's been like 20 years, because our main character, who was in Metro 2033, was just a child when that occurred. So anyway, the military grade bullets. These are very good bullets. They do a lot of damage, and you can actually use them in your guns to kill enemies. However, it's generally not a good idea because they are so rare, and you need these bullets to buy other ammunition. The lower grade ammunition does less damage, but again, they're nowhere near as valuable as the military grade bullets. So that's a choice you have to make. So maybe if you're in a tough situation and there's just really tough enemies, you might use military grade bullets. But think of the military grade bullets as if you are shooting gold. So again, I want to show you really quick how this works. When you find a vendor, you can buy bullets for your various guns. And you can see these shells cost 10 military grade, these cost 8, etc. You can also buy throwing knives. These are great for silent takedowns. These hand grenades, not as good for silent takedowns, but good for killing groups of enemies. And incendiary grenades, in fact, I'm going to buy me a few of those. And we're going to... We can actually sell as well, but I'm not going to bother going into that. You can also get upgrades for your various weapons. So we're going to take a look at that real quick. You can carry 3 weapons at a time. In a game like this, I actually don't mind gun limitation since it's not your typical straight FPS, run and gun, murder everything. It's kind of FPS and a little bit of survival horror. You're supposed to very much value your ammunition, even though so far on normal difficulty, I found that's not necessary. I've been blowing things away pretty easily, though I have been doing a lot of stealth and conserving ammo, so your results may vary. So I have a pistol. Let's see, what does this thing do? Oh, it's the bastard. I think that's the bastard I have. But yeah, here's the pistol. I can customize it. There's 3 different ways on this one. Optics. And you can only use 1 optic at a time, at least I assume so, but it wouldn't make sense to have 2 optics at the same time. But you can choose IR sight, piece of pre-war military tech. Night vision allows for precisely hitting targets in the dark. Or I can just put a aiming mechanism on the gun to make, well, aiming easier. I kind of like the night sights. It's 35 bullets, though, on my pistol. I don't even remember having... Oh, that's right. I'll go ahead and get the night vision. It's a little expensive, but worth it, I think. So we'll escape out of there. You can also get barrels for various guns. Right now I have this, the silencer. It, well, silences your shots, but it also does less damage, which is okay because I use this to stealthily take guys out with headshots. I don't use this in firefights. I use other weapons for that. You can get extended barrel, increase accuracy at medium and long range, makes the weapon bulkier and heavier. Not really sure what that means, but we're not really interested in it. We're not going to go through all these upgrades. I just want to give you guys an idea of the type of upgrades you can get. You can get this bizarre-looking, stock. Let's see, it turns it into a short barrel carbine, reducing recoil, increasing accuracy. Again, I don't really use the pistol in combat, so I'm not going to bother with that. There's one sniper rifle customization that I wanted, though. Again, same kind of optics here. This one I think I went ahead. I want to get. Let's see. That one, actually, I have that. I have the night vision on there. The silencer, I go ahead and put the silencer on. Again, the silencer always reduces damage, but again, I'm not using it in heavy firefights. I'm using it for headshots, and headshots usually an insta kill anyway, at least so far. So now it does have a stock. This doesn't have any negatives. It basically makes it easier to control in full auto, but again, I never use it that way. So that's fine. This basically I use the 3 slots for 3 different things. The pistol is for more close range, taking enemies out. The sniper rifle is long range, taking them out quickly. Or if they do get alerted, I try to take them out with the sniper rifle. And then this gun, I can. I think this is my shotgun. I should actually told me which gun. In fact, I think I remember that from the last game where it doesn't tell you the gun that you have. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of weird. This is your tab menu. You can bring this up at any time during combat, and it slows things down like a lot of games do these days, like Dishonored. And you can switch between your weapons. But if you're on the PC, you can just quickly switch with your number keys, so not really a point. This is coming out on PC, PS3, and Xbox, by the way, and it should be out on May the 14th everywhere, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and keep the guns we have now. I think we've talk to vendors quite enough. We're going to kind of go through here quickly. Oh, looks like I can't get through there. There's a lot of background talking going on. It makes the world feel much more alive, to be honest. Can I go through here? Oh, wait, I can. Oh, no, I can just make this spin. So, in a case like this... Oh.
Well, Artyom, I made all the arrangements. We can go to the revolution now. They will let us in through the theater.
Oh, there's a tab, a notes. I'm not going to bother reading it. But notes are the collectible in this game. I honestly would have liked a little bit more collectibles. And honestly, it's a weird collect because it's a collectible you pick up and it's you reading it, or it's you who wrote the note. So it's like you're picking up notes that you wrote. That, or I don't know if it's supposed to be the case where you find that document and you make a note based on it. I don't know. It's kind of odd. And if we don't get to some action by the time I explain some of the other facets of the game, hey, then I will I'll cut to where we get to some action, because believe me, this is not the majority of the game, or at least what I have played so far. There are parts like this that kind of break up the combat. Well, that one and the woman, that one middle woman, she's got some serious jingling jangling going on. But I really do like the atmosphere. I like the voice acting, I like the background talking, and again, the graphics really set the mood that this is just a nasty, dreary place. I mean, they're making a living, but just barely. Looks like I decided to pick a good place to start recording.
You don't like us anymore?
Helen, no, I'm totally in love with you girls, but I've been busy with work. I'm very, very sorry. I'll come back soon. I promise. Yeah,
I'm gonna learn Russian from this game. I'm not going to learn Russian from this game at all. I'm also wondering, where do you get cigarettes? I mean, that looks like a pretty well done cigarette. I don't know where you'd still be finding cigarettes at this point. 20 some odd years since the apocalypse. But I guess smokers will find a way, because that is a strong addiction, apparently. I would not know. I'm trying to kind of run ahead here, but these chairs are stopping me.
Anyways,
apparently the true enemy of the post-apocalyptic Russian is chairs that are a little too close together. Looks like I could squeeze two. Maybe he's just too polite to knock them over. But let's talk about the gameplay so far. Am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to have a seat here. So while we're chatting it up here, I'll talk about the gameplay. It can be your standard run and gun if you want, if you're playing on normal, easy difficulty. I don't think you're going to have a problem with running in. Now, let me talk about the difficulties real quick. I know I'm jumping around a little bit. But there's the modes. There's the normal mode and there's the ranger mode. But then within those modes, there are sub-difficulties. So in the normal mode, you can go easy, normal, or hard. They describe normal that you can run and gun, but you can stealth if you want. But if you decide, you know what, I just want to walk into a room, blow everybody away, you'll still be able to do it. It might be more difficult. And it might be a little harder to keep up with your ammunition, but it's still possible. But on hard difficulty, they really push that you need to use stealth and take out as many enemies as you can stealthily, and you really need to conserve your ammo, which I think is going to be more true to the game. The game is supposed to give you the idea that you're struggling to survive, every bullet count. Resources are very hard to find. So you should feel like, oh god, you know, I've only got 3 bullets in my shotgun left and 2 in my pistol. I need to be very careful. So I think hard's going to be best for most people, unless you're just very bad at FPSs or not very, just not very good at them. Then you might want to choose normal. I think at the very minimal, though, most folks who are used to FPS probably will want to choose at least normal mode hard. Ranger mode I never played on Metro 2033. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of removing my HUD. That's one of the conveniences that I am somewhat addicted to. I don't know how I'm still drinking out of this cup. Didn't we drink out of it a few times? But yeah, the hard mode is what I would suggest, even though I'm playing this on normal because I wanted to get to a point kind of quickly. But yeah, this guy we actually ran into, and he's technically on an opposing side to us. but we helped each other out. So we're kind of buddy-buddy now for obvious reasons. Even though I kind of suspect bad things are happening now. Anytime in a video game where someone with questionable alliances you drink, something bad's going to happen. I'll skip this so that we can avoid spoilers.
Move it! Hey, stop that, блядь! It's just being over enthusiastic, you know? Artyom, look, I think of you as my friend, really. But
All right, so I'll talk over this because, again, there is a little bit of spoilerage here. But gameplay-wise, again, you can run and gun, or if you play on hard difficulty, you'll want to stealth. The stealth isn't very deep. You do have a stealth-ometer that ranges from either they can see you or they can't see you, based on if you're in the light or not. You can unscrew light bulbs. You can shoot lights. If you want to take them out, you can blow lanterns out, so it makes it easier to sneak. You can also stealth kill enemies by stabbing in the back, and they won't make any noise, or maybe not much noise, because it seems like I have had 1 or 2 times where I stealthily took the guy out and someone heard me, but most of the time you can do it completely silently.
So, my advice to you, my friend, cooperate. Okay?
Alright, so
But don't worry.
anyway, yeah, I might go ahead and skip this part here just a bit to get to some actual combat, because this has probably been one of the longer stretches where I haven't done any fighting. I just kind of want to use this opportunity to talk without having to focus on trying to kill enemies as well as explaining the game. But I will say too, there is at least from what I can remember from playing Metro 2033, there does seem to be more killing of human enemies than there was before. Again, I'm not that far in. I'm probably, by most people's standards, I'm probably like 2.5 hours in. So I've fought human enemies more than the scary abomination enemies.
What a coincidence.
I don't know if that's going to continue. Hopefully it doesn't. While I enjoy doing the stealth elements and silently taking out guards, I think this game should be more focused on killing the mutants and what have you. Even though the idea here is that in the first game you helped to wipe out a very big contingent of these specific types of mutants. And now, as humans will do, even though they should be uniting... Ouch. Even though they should be uniting together to fight this common enemy, to fight these common mutants, of course, they're fighting amongst themselves. And they can't get any progress. So, yeah, pretty much typical human BS. Very oppressive atmosphere again, like I said. Textures, the lighting is all really, really well done. And for the most part, the facial animations are fine. I also like like I said, I like the voice acting, and the voice acting for the most part is fine. The Russian accent, I can never tell a real Russian accent from a fake one, so they don't seem over the top fake. But I could be wrong on that. But so far I've been having a lot of fun. But I think we're like 15 minutes in this video, we haven't done any fighting yet. And I don't want to give you guys the impression that this is all there is it's just non-stop cutscenes and buying and selling to vendors. So what I'm going to do is play until we get back to a portion where I'm making stuff dead, and I'll pick you up then. Okay, we are back. We have escaped, as you probably imagined that we would. Actually, we've gotten out of the torture room, but we have not escaped completely yet. So I wanted to show you a little bit of the stealth aspect of the game. Now here, you have gas mask. Gas mask is very important in areas that are toxic. Now, one interesting thing about the gas mask thing is, see how my gas visor is all banged up? That is because I have gotten hit a lot while wearing it. But you can find new gas masks and swap them out. So now, if I put the gas mask back on, you can see no cracks. So you will want to change them out once in a while. Which, again, I haven't had to use it a lot so far, thankfully. I really don't like gas masks in these games, generally. And those are gas mask filters, because you also use your filter up while you're outside, so you don't want to spend a lot of time in toxic areas. But yeah, I think it's an interesting aspect that it actually cracks, but you can find new ones to replace it. So I've gotten some fun. I found some guns in that room once I escaped. So again, I want to show kind of the stealth aspects, and again, hopefully we'll fight some actual monsters here semi-shortly. You can see here that looks like a metal detector, so I try avoiding it completely here. Gonna wait for that guy to go downstairs, and even though my pistol has a silencer on it, so I could probably shoot these guys quickly, I think they scream a bit when they get shot, even with a headshot. So if at all possible, you want to sneak up to them. You can actually knock them out, or you can kill them. So I'll kill them because they're scumbag assholes who tortured me. Well, even though... See, sometimes if you're not close enough, you will just stab them. I think the difference is if you just stab them, it still kills them instantly, at least on normal difficulty. But they make more noise. So if possible, you want to be close enough to stab them. I think if you hold V, that might help with that. This guy's got called to patrol, but we're gonna make sure he never shows up to that patrol. You also cannot drag corpses, so you have to be careful with not making sure that you try to kill them somewhere where they're not going to be found, if at all possible. Most lockers are locked unless they're partially open. Like you can see, this one's a little open. Go ahead and loot. Got some more filters. I have filters for up to 11 minutes. Now you can also see these lamps. Like these lamps I can just blow out. Before I blow it out, if you look at the bottom left on my wrist, there's a watch. It says, it shows the time, but it also has a blue bar. That means I'm visible right now. If I blow that out, it goes out and I am no longer visible. So that's pretty handy. Go ahead and turn this guy over so he has got some ammo. You can see I'm getting quite a bit of ammo from these guys. Again, on hard difficulties, you will get less ammo. Just another note. I'm not going to read it right now. We could play that instrument, but I think that would probably not be a good idea, seeing as how we're trying to be very stealthy. So moving along here. Again, since I'm on normal, I could probably have just ran in there, murdered those guys, and moved on. It wouldn't have been a big deal, but let's go ahead and turn the lights out here. There's a few areas with things like that. Now, I might be careful because a lot of times they'll send somebody in to look at the fuse box that I just turned off. So, it doesn't look like that guy's on the way. A lot of times these guys also have lights on their helmets, so you have to be careful where you stand. So let's go ahead and try to take this guy out stealthy-like. That's not what I meant to do. But luckily, nobody heard him go, blah, blah, blah. They're too busy chatting over there, I guess. I'm going to keep looting. I'm kind of trying to get in the habit of conserving ammo a lot, because I am going to do a LP of this, a Let's Play playthrough of this on hard difficulty. Shameless self-advertising again. There we go. Hey, of course, I don't know how he's talking with my hand over his mouth. It should be more like... But, whatever. Video games. So again, keep in mind, I'm getting all this ammo because I'm on normal. And if you really want the feeling that the game is supposed to be pushing on you, I would strongly suggest minimums playing on hard. There's a guy over to the left that I didn't see, but we'll have to hope he doesn't see me eliminating his buddy. So there's two guys there, so we are going to let those guys be. We don't have to kill everybody. Even though, if you've watched my Let's Plays, you know I tend to like to kill everybody if at all possible. So there's two more guys there. Oh, and there's a dude operating that. Let's go ahead and move. I'm not going to play a lot of the stealth section. I just want to give you guys an idea of how this works. As a matter of fact, I might just start opening fire on them here very shortly. I don't know if you heard that noise, but you could. They also give you audio cues if you're starting to be visible, where somebody's about to see you, to kind of let you know that, hey, dumbass, be careful. But there's a lot of guys here, so let's just try to sneak around them, hang out in the dark, if at all possible. And I can always check my compass. Always shows me which way to go. Luckily, we always have to go north. Funny how that works. So we can put that away. You also have a lighter. Probably not a wise idea to light that. You have a flashlight as well. Now, as far as the game being scary, first of all, I want to say that I don't tend to get scared a lot in games. Metro 2033 was generally considered to be a pretty spooky, atmospheric game, and I thought it was spooky and atmospheric, but I didn't really get scared. But to be fair, I don't typically get scared in these types of games. In fact, the only game that's really scared me consistently was Resident Evil Remake, which terrifies me, and I would really not like to ever have windows on the ground floor of my house, but what can you do? Because I keep picturing undead Dobermans jumping through them. So get him out of the way. Luckily he moved. Oh, and this went dark, so we can scooch on through here. So the stealth is not, you know, in depth, but it's enough. So let's try to just pop this guy. We have a silencer. It's okay, good. He was not loud enough. So I think if there was somebody close by that they would have heard him going blah 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 blah. But I think we're fine. Now I don't know if I really want to open that or push that on because that'll turn some lights on. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think I want to turn the lights on. That seems like a very bad idea when I'm trying to be all sneaky sneak. Okay, we'll play a little bit more of this stealth section if we don't start getting ready to kill people, or go outside at least. Then I will go ahead and skip to that section because I want to give you guys a good feeling of how the game works overall. Not just me sneaking around or me talking to random NPCs. Go ahead and turn these lights off. Again, sometimes they'll send somebody to check on the lights, like an engineer. And then you can, you know, kill the engineer. That's the way that always works. Okay, let's see if we can take the low road here. I'm not doing a lot of exploration, just to kind of speed this up a bit. I was going to say if we could try to take a few of these guys out, stealthy-wise, but they're all bunched up, so it'd be quite difficult. So I think here they want you to actually just try to sneak past as much as you can, because there's so many guys, it's hard to take them out one at a time, except for this dude who's about to have a bad day. Luckily, he leaned up just as I went to slit his throat. We're getting a lot of air filters, which is good. You definitely want a lot of air filters for those times that you are outside in the radiation. It's not a good time to run out of air filters. Though I guess it's never a good time to run out of air filters. But let's talk about some of the other things while we're kind of just running amok here. The story's all right so far. Nothing groundbreaking. Interesting enough. It's more building on, or I guess in conclusion to the second one. You're more finding out what's going on. Instead of those shadowy guys just being some terrible enemy, we're finding out that there's something else going on as far as that goes. Whoopsie. Now see, they heard that. And yep, they definitely saw me. I was trying to get in there quickly. So let's try to lose them, if at all possible. Nope, and they've set the alarms off, which that's not always great. But I don't think the AI is bad in that it's automatically just knows where you are. Oh shit. I think they turned the gas on. They do that sometimes. So let's go ahead and take these guys out. Let's go ahead and switch to our silenced pistol. Unfortunately, he saw me. Damn it. Stop moving. Shotgun is going to make quick work of those guys. Oh, shit. You can also use... where... Damn it. Get down there. Thank you. As you can tell, I just got shot a lot and still managed to survive. You can use heal. You can use like med things, but you also heal over time when out of combat, as with a lot of games like this. Shotgun does a lot of great damage close up. That definitely could have went a lot better. I don't know if they know where I'm at right now. Nope. They've lost me again, which is good for me. Let's see. I've got the silencer on the sniper rifle. I don't know how he caught on fire. Oh, I think... Wow, I'm shooting awesomely awful today. Ooh. You lost your... Yep, that's my fault. Yeah, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention around me. That was very poorly done. Whoa, hey, it's stuck. Not a good place to put me.
Should I just jump the
Whoa.
boat?
Luckily, he fell down the hole. I should go down the hole. But yeah, I got lucky that time because he fell down the hole. So yeah, I'll play about 5 more minutes of this while I talk about story and presentation, all that. Again, the story's all right. I don't know if you're aware, but the games were based off, I think, more than one novel. I think it's called Metro 2033 or just Metro. And guy's name is Dimitri something, and I don't even want to bother trying it because I will brutalize it because it is Russian. And I don't know how true it is to the books. I had to jump over there. Luckily, he didn't hear me hopping. So yeah, the stealth, and I'll mention this real quick about the stealth. There doesn't seem to be a difference between the type of services you've walked on. Like if you've played, you know, Thief and other games like that, different services are louder than others, etc. That doesn't seem to be the case here. It's not really a stealth game. It just has stealth aspects that you will want to take advantage of when you can. This guy is looking right in this direction. There might be some lights. See, there's a bunch of lights up there. I don't know if I can shoot those. But at any rate, yeah, story's fine. Unfortunately, your guy is mostly silent. The only time he really talks is between cutscenes. He doesn't really talk to other NPCs, which is a bit odd. The silent protagonist thing has kind of been done to death, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's good enough that I'm interested in what's going on. I'm curious what's going on with these creatures, like why they can communicate with your character. Are they really evil? You know, what's the deal? What is their purpose? Oh, damn it! Somebody saw me. That was my fault. I was kind of getting into a hurry, to be honest, because I was trying to move on. Hopefully, fight some other things other than people in this video. So I think what I'll do here, actually, since it's combat coming up, I'll keep it. And they've seen me, so I'll switch my shotgun. Pull up my map, see where I'm supposed to go. I think it'd be more obvious if what I'm supposed to do if I wasn't, you know, talking over the dialogue. Oh shit! See if we can pop this guy. There we go. Helmet didn't help him. Don't know if anybody saw that though. Oh shit! Whoop, whoop, whoop! Get off the ladder. Guy is going to see me.
So, should we look for the beach? Yeah, let's
And look for the beach. Come on. That'd be cool if I could shoot his light out. Shoot the light out of his helmet. There's quite a few guys out there down there, so I don't want to just jump down there. But again, as you saw on normal difficulty, I took a lot of bullets. Unfortunately, they saw me that time. See, sometimes they are a little bit liberal in them being able to see you. Like, I don't know why he would have known where I was. Well, I mean, he would have known the general direction. But there has to be a balance somewhere in there. Make sure you don't just hide in the dark and take everyone out very easily. Can't be too many more dudes left. I really should have a some kind of automatic, which I guess I could use. Sniper rifle's automatic, but anyway, let's see if we can get to our point of extraction here. Whoa, where you at? See his. Oh, easy. Guy coming this way, I think. Oh, oh. You can't lean, unfortunately, which is, well, unfortunate. Because anytime I'm doing stealth, I like being able to lean. Though, let's be honest, leaning is usually abusable as all hell. Okay, this wasn't that silenced, but I don't think you heard the guy go down. Oh, hello. Thought he was still alive somehow. Okay, that think that's everyone. Usually when everybody's dead, the music stops. I won't bother looting everyone. Well, maybe a little bit more. Alright, let's open up our map here. Where are we going? I think we were supposed to go down here. And if we don't find mutants here very soon, then I will go ahead and skip to the part where we're fighting some of the evil creatures so that you can get an idea. Again, keep in mind, this game is supposed to be, they were saying, normal player, probably around 10 to 12 hours if you don't, you know, look for all the hidden items. Okay, the ladder's a little annoying there. About 10 to 12 hours normally. More if you either play on a harder difficulty or you know, are like me and want to search everything. Escape the red line territory. Okay, it doesn't tell me where I'm supposed to go. So tell you what, I will find a way out of here, find some monsters and freaks to kill, and I will pick you guys up then. Alright, folks, we are back. And probably have to deal with some nasties here as we're in this thing. Oh, more flies on my face. That's always great. Guess it wants me to exit. That was a short drive. It just picked you up. Maybe there was some goodies in here. Now you were running these nasty spider webs. If you have arachnophobia, this game's probably going to mess with you quite a bit. The spider webs also will slow you down when you run through them, so this can be a problem. Yeah, I definitely did not want to like that. So yeah, hopefully we will get into some nasties here. I think that book is Origin of Species. I ran into somebody else. Anyway, yep. So Origin of Species, I found somebody else reading that before, which is pretty damn amusing, I must say. So go ahead and move. I think they just wanted me to stop just to try it out here. So let's go ahead and hop back in. As you can see, there's lots of lights on it. One of the enemies we fought earlier was... I don't know how I'm driving with my two hands on my pistol, but hey, don't question it. Let's go ahead and switch to another gun here. Shit. See, those guys we fought earlier. You might not be able to tell, but they actually are afraid of light, and if you hit them with light, their skin flies off, and they run away. So that's why there's lights all over this vehicle. And I'm also not bothering to shoot them because, one, it doesn't look like they're any kind of real threat, and they're armored everywhere except on their undercarriage. I don't know how to open this. Oh. Not like that. Let's go ahead and get it started again, in case I need to get back in a hurry. Let's go ahead and open this. Hopefully it still works. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, what a surprise. It doesn't. Let me check over here. We got a gas mask, more filters. So where are we going? Let's check our thing here. Use rail car, find the fuse box, and open the airlock. Ah, well, I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong while we're doing this. Luckily, I can't crawl in there. That would be unfortunate. So we have to watch our ass here, because those things are nasty. All right, so first, let's pump our flashlight up. You actually have a battery for your flashlight that you carry around, and it does drain the battery, oddly enough. So you'll want to pump it up once in a while. But, pumping it up also increases how strong it is. So, and these eggs will usually hatch when you shine your light on them. Let's go ahead and bring our flashlight out, get rid of these spider webs, because I found out the hard way that running amongst these spider webs while trying to fight the light guys is very, very unpleasant. Again, you can see they run off when I shine the light on them, but it can't kill them with a light. It just fries their flesh off, so we just have to watch our asses. That one popped out of the egg. There might be one behind me. Alright, you know what? Switch to an actual gun. Yeah, these guys very hard to actually kill. I say as I kill one, because they're going into their holes. Get away from me. Get away from me. You got to be very cautious of where you're at. See, notice also the cobweb slowed me down, so there's that. Come on. But you got to get them pretty low before they'll flip over like that. and I want to kill them if at all possible, because I don't want them getting all up in my grill during a bad time. Okay, flashlight's still good. Doesn't drain energy really fast, but let's actually haul a little ass here. Oh, damn, that's a big one. Shit. Yeah, you definitely have to watch it. It's a very interesting mechanic, I think, because you have to watch where they're going because they're so fast. They will split up, and you definitely want to keep them on one side of you. And with them being so quick, combined with the spider webbing everywhere slowing you down, can make everything bad. Oops. I thought I had the mask on because there was blood all over my vision. See, again, you can hear them running around. This is the more spooky part, and I like the way, I think it's well done. And I keep getting in the damn web, which makes it, again, very difficult to finish them off. Oh, you know what? Oh, look, there's a lantern. We can go ahead and light that. That will help us. Whoa. We're going to burn these cobwebs to give us a little breathing room to walk around. Because it's not just getting away from them that the cobwebs cause problems with. It's hunting them down because you're trying to keep the light on them enough before they flip over so that you can shoot their weak underbelly. But the cobwebs are constantly slowing you down. So it's a really interesting mechanic. I like it. It's a combination of things. It's an interesting way of making it so it's not just the enemy you're fighting is the problem, but it's also the environment that they have created with these webs. So that's pretty damn cool. And I think this video has been going off pretty much long enough. You get get a good idea of what the game's like. Trying to try to stay right on his ass. I realize there are others. I can take a few hits while I finish that one off. And while I'm all about ammo conservation, I really do not like these things being alive. There's one right on my ass. I'm just trying to... they re-webbed that thing up. But, yeah, I think that gives you a pretty good idea of Metro 2030... or Metro Last Light. The last thing I want to cover is the PC options. For the most part, the video options are okay. The big thing that's missing for me is field of vision. The field of vision is not terrible, but it's not great either. I would have really liked to have been able to push it out a bit so I could see more. Again, it's not awful, and I'm not one to whine because the FOV isn't ridiculously wide out. But again, I would have definitely liked to see that option. Another option that's missing, in my opinion, that should have been there, and all games should have these days, is full screen windowed mode, so that it's easy to alt-tab out while also trapping your cursor so it's not going outside the window. In fact, windowed is not even an option, which is very odd. Most games at least let you run windowed, but this game will not let you run full screen windowed, which unfortunate. Hopefully they add that in later. Apparently there is a way to make it run in windowed. If you check the PC gaming wiki, there is a hack basically to make that work for you. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Try of Metro Last Light. Please leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought. I will be doing a full Let's Play of Metro Last Light on hard difficulty, not Ranger, because I'm not paying for the DLC. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys thought below in the comments, and I will see you next time.